Hello trader, welcome to the live session. Thursday. Let's begin another session. After you started a successful session in the beginning, we had a very good trade. So let's look at today what we can expect in the market. Here we will be discussing about trading psychology, education, as well as the live trading. So as soon as the trade will appear, we will be looking for entry. The most important part here, guys, keep in mind that it's crucially important that you do the proper risk management, do the analysis before you open any position based on that. So looking at, first of all, we will begin with XAUUSD and then other instrument as well. So looking at XAUUSD, first of all, I will be looking at the daily chart. As this market currently showing significant opportunity, we have seen that a deeper pullback as expected. Probably guys have seen our previous analysis as well, the deeper pullback in this market. So at the moment we can see after this deeper pullback, the market managed to bounce, so that could create another new impulse on the daily. And today's price, we have seen that with market open as expected, initially we have seen that a bullish momentum here, therefore waiting for the price to drop for a pullback, and then we will be looking for entry opportunity in this market. Looking at, first of all, monthly chart to see overall picture in the market, and then we'll be looking at the lower time frame to see how the market might be doing. Now looking at the monthly, we can see that this is a bull market. And also guys, in the meantime, make sure you like this stream so that it reaches to more people. And when you are here, you can say yes, welcome, thank you. We can see that from monthly perspective, this is the monthly price action here on this is the monthly impulse, followed by another monthly bullish candle. And with that monthly impulse here on XAUUSD, what we can see that after this monthly impulse, this month also so far, the market showing significant bullish movement here. Okay, so we can see from here the price managed to bounce, and with this bounce so far, expecting XAUUSD to remain upside here. Now looking at the weekly chart, we can see that from the weekly, quite a few weeks of bull move. This is the weekly price action. Every week the price is forming series of higher low here, and with this series of higher low formation on XAUUSD, this is the weekly price action. And with that weekly price action here, okay, so every week the market is forming series of higher low, and with that series of higher low formation, previous weekly price action, after this weekly close, this week we can see the market managed to bounce with a stronger bullish price action here. Now looking at the daily chart, here is again dropping down to the daily, which is in fact a bull market here. Okay, so you can see this is the daily support where after this daily pin bar, this is the daily pin bar here. Okay, so from here a strong bounce with a doji formation, which is the previous resistance, turning support here from the daily on XAUUSD. And with that movement, expecting XAUUSD to come back here to retest this previous resistance, turn support, and then to return back up to create a new higher high. So looking at the 1 hour chart here, this is where a potential entry opportunity coming up, expecting for the market to either retest this support or break this low, can give us that potential entry opportunity in this market. Now looking at the 5-minute chart, this is where the market structure showing that that bullish impulse here. This is a resistance here, resistance here, which is turning support here. I would like to see that XAUUSD potentially breaking below that level, grabbing that liquidity, and then returning back to the upside to create a new higher high. So let's see that where the market might be heading to. So this is a crucially important level. If we look at, as you can see, it is maintaining a typical bullish market structure, and with that typical bull market, so you can see that this is a bull market, and with that bull market, okay, so the market managed to break this support here. Okay, so with that support, expecting for the market to retest and then to return back up again to create a new higher high. So let's look at that here on XAUUSD, expecting for the price to potentially come back here, grab the liquidity, and then to return back up again to create a new higher high. So looking at that one here on XAUUSD, locally would like to see an important support to be retested. There is a little bit of gap here. If you guys can see that this is the 1 minute chart, though it's a very small gap, but if the market drop below that level, then we will see potential retest of this previous swing high. Resistance here as a support here, and from that level we can look to see to get an entry and then return back up. So let's look at that. We'll be waiting for the market to show its hand, and in the meantime, guys, if you are enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up. Gbpusd, welcome. Yeah, we will be looking to see also the euro dollar and British pound US dollar. So XAUUSD, we can see that here is the local structure. Okay, so quite a few top, and with those top formation, expecting for the market to return to that support and then to bounce back up to create a new higher high. So let's quickly look at that here on XAUUSD. And if we see the market manage to break any of this significant level, that's where we will find that opportunity to trade this market. Let's look at that here, which is very important to see. So there's a gap here, fair value gap. So you can see that here is the fair value gap. So with that fair value gap, and we would like to see the market manage to come back here, penetrated that level, and then return back up again to create a new higher high. So here is head, left shoulder, and the right shoulder, head and shoulder formation. Want to see the market coming here in that area, and from that zone we can look for the market to show its hand. We'll see how the price might be doing in that area. And in the meantime, guys, if you are enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done. Awesome. And let's quickly, this is a level that we are looking at on XAUUSD to come down to retest, which is also the daily support. So we can identify it as the daily support. Okay, so our level today, here is the support, looking at the daily level. Okay, so daily support, this is where we will be looking for entry in this market. So this is the daily support here. Okay, so from the daily support, okay, so which is a very important daily support, and in the daily support, that's where potentially trading opportunity coming in this market, and we'll be waiting for the price to show its hand in the daily support to look for potential entry. And daily support is absolutely important because this is where the opportunity comes in the market. I hope that you guys understanding the point. And daily level is also crucial as which is not a very higher time frame. So if you look at the monthly and weekly, which is that very higher time frame, which we use for the multi-time frame approach to see the overall picture, but the daily level is always very important, because if you look at the market open during the Asian session, and once the market open in the Asian session, the market, for example, had a potential bounce, breakout, and then return to the daily level, that's where the opportunity comes in the market, and that's what we will be looking for, that trading opportunity as soon as we will find that. So here is, we can see that on XAUUSD, this is the resistance here, okay, which is a very crucial level, crucially important resistance line, and expecting for the market to potentially trend and then to bounce back up. Which is an important level of support here as well. So expecting for this market to come back here to retest and then to return back up to create a new higher high. And in the meantime, guys, if you are enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up here, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. This is support here on the daily. And waiting for the market to retest the daily support. And from that zone, we can look for that entry opportunity. Now here is, so which is, we see that approaching later today core PPI. So after the CPI, another busy day coming up with PPI. So we're gonna cover that PPI. Yesterday, unfortunately, we got disconnected unexpectedly. Couldn't cover that, but hopefully the things are fixed, and we will be covering that PPI later today. And from that PPI, I'd like to see that how the market potentially give us that trading opportunity. So daily support, today's target here to look at, to see the market dropping down to the daily support, and from that zone that we will be looking for potentially potential trading opportunity in this market. Ready for a big day? We see little slower movement at the moment, but we might see very soon significant movement that expecting in this market. In the meantime, traders, if you are enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. Waiting for the market to have a potential retest on the daily support. So I would like to re-level those levels. So this is a previous dodges high, so previous daily dodges high, which is the resistance and support, also an important level. And in that area here, okay, so if you look at here, you can see this is a support. If the market dropped to that level, that's where we could see that potential trading opportunity in this market. We'll see that how far it may be heading to. And in the meantime, also, if you are enjoying this live session, make sure you give a thumbs up. Ask any question if you have in your mind. EURUSD, yeah, thank you very much. Good morning. You are impacting a lot. God bless you. Martin, you are amazing. Grateful to have found you. Everyone is amazing. Thank you for that. And yeah, absolutely. The key points here is that as becoming a trader, which is our main goal. We are opening a couple of trades. That's very good. Sometime more often we in the winning side. But the ultimate goal here is to become a trader, okay, which is very important. Being a trader is more important than trading. Okay, so there are 2 points. One is, being, the other one is doing. So or sometime people mix up. So becoming is more important than doing, right? So there are 2 aspects. So when you act from the place of being, that's where things happens effortlessly. Okay, so what does that mean? Acting from the place of being. So let's try to understand that. Acting from the place of being rather than doing. When you understand it, not only in trading, it can affect or it can improve that, I would say that, or create a very amazing, outstanding results in any area of your life. So this is vital, guys. This is really vital. What do I mean by this? Let's try to understand. Imagine that you are you need to prepare soup, right? So I think soup is not very familiar to everyone. So let's make it simple. You want to slice cucumber. Now, the goal is to slice cucumber. But you took a fork or the spoon to do that. How hard it is to do that. On the other hand, use a small kitchen knife to do that. That is, so the fork or the spoon is being. Okay, so to make the slice properly, you need to be and then act accordingly. So that's what it is. So once you understand that, it becomes effortless to create very different in anything. Now, what happened is that most people remain the same and try to do a lot of things, okay? But being the same thing, like the spoon is trying to make as many slices as possible by smashing the cucumber, right? So that's what trying hard to do that rather than being and then acting from that place of being. So how can you then be and then act from the place of being, right? So to be, first of all, you need to know what you want to be, right? So that's what it is. When you want to be a trader, first of all, find out what a trader look like, what is the characteristics of a trader, because trading is very different than anything else. For example, traders more often need to think in terms of probability rather than certainty. You have to be very resilient in emotion. I don't say that you have to control your emotion, that some might say. I don't say that. Controlling is very important than resilience. So the difference between controlling emotion and being resilient is completely opposite in nature. So let's say the difference between controlling is that when you control emotion, okay, so you control emotion, so you cover that up, right? You enclose that and it remains within. Don't let it go. So you suppress that underneath, and it goes directly to the, which sometime, Carl Jung said that it's going to the unconscious level. It will manifest in another way when you control that emotion. It's gonna come out. So what happens is that when we control emotion, push that down, it goes to the unconscious level and it comes out in an unexpected way, in an unexpected time. So it never will disappear there, or it will manifest in another form. But when you become resilient, when you let it flow through, okay, so see the difference, completely opposite. When you let it flow through, that's where you become resilient. How do you let it flow through? By let it be and being present to it, which is the ultimate way to become resilient to anything. Let it be and be with it. And over time, you become more and more and more resilient to it, and it becomes comfortable. That uncomfortable feeling, and you become more and more resilient to it. That's what you become emotionally resilient. That's what, which is very important as a trader. So if you really want to be a good trader, because money is very emotional, when the trade is going, either it's a $100 account or $1 million account, there is a huge emotion comes in play. And when you let it be present with it, let it flow through, it will subside, and next time it will become less and less and less. How does this work in terms of brain perspective? Because we have a nervous system, and that sends signal to the brain. Is very simple, right? So it's because the brain works in terms of experience. So the more experience you will give, the better it will adapt with the new situation. So when you let it flow through the emotion, your brain become more and more familiar to that state of being, and that flowing through will give you a clear pathway to flow the emotion, and you're not suppressing anything, you're not controlling the emotion, which is most people do, that control the emotion. See, completely opposite, because what you resist persists. Therefore, it is essential that as a trader, to develop better trading psychology, the first step is to learn to become resilient to the emotion coming with the trading. And then over time, you become a better trader, right? So which is easy, because as long as you are not becoming overwhelmed by the emotion coming in trading, you can hold a trade for bigger profit target, and over time you can become good at it. I hope that makes sense to you. If it doesn't make sense, don't worry. It's just beginning, you guys. I know that many of you already have just joined today in this live session, and I would like to say that all of you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, and also press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. So we are waiting for the market to come back to the zone where there is a daily support. We are on XAUUSD 1 minute chart. Look to see if there is an entry opportunity. Especially, I will be interested to look for bullish opportunity from the daily support, which is the most important part here in this live session. So you can see that this is the 1 minute chart. Quite a few candle forming with a sideways movement. Halima, coach, I'm so proud of you. I made my first $100. Your advice. Please dropping a suit. Well done. Congrats for your $100. That's very good to hear that. This is the goal here. Help the retail trader to learn trading, because when you learn trading, you know that the money comes as a byproduct. Okay, so I highly like, the focus here is to learn and grow. Okay, so as a byproduct, it's gonna grow, right? So as soon as you know that this is what you need to do, and then it's gonna come as a byproduct. So the only most important part here is persistence. Okay, so and perseverance, which is the very important part in trading. It's not easy, but as long as you are not going to blowing or too many accounts or not quitting, it's there, right? So which is very important to look at. Once you get that, you become good at it. Okay, so that's why it's essential to become. Does that make sense to you? We are waiting for the market to retest downward level, so which is the daily support level. And once we see the market test at daily support level, that's where we will be looking for that potential entry here. So you can see here, this is a long week bearish, potentially bearish candle, expecting for the market to come back here to that support level. And from that support, after a retest, we can expect for the market to return again to the upside. Hope that you guys enjoying the live session. Has that been opened? Yeah, home screen is showing now. And this is the level that we can see in that area where support level, daily support, which is very important point to look at. This is a crucial level. Okay, so which is an important level of support here. Also the support here. And in the meantime, is dropping. Call buy or sell. Thank you. Knowledge is knowledge, right? So there are two kind of science. One is Newtonian physics, which is the old model, old school, and also there is quantum model, right? So quantum model is still fully not understood. Now, for those who are familiar with the Newtonian physics, might find quantum model very bizarre or misunderstood, right? So, but this is what it is. Because if you apply Newton's third law on quantum level, it's not gonna work. Neither of these three laws will work on the quantum level. So therefore, it's completely different, isn't it? Because if you look at the galaxy, like the star, and then Earth, other planet revolving around, right, which is based on Newtonian physics, right? The laws of motion, and then as Newton said that things pulled, okay, by the earth through the gravity, which is the gravity. But later, Einstein said that, okay, no, that when the earth, okay, put pressure on the layer, so it curved the space-time curve, and then things revolve in that, which is not a pull but the push or another kind of movement, so which is completely different than what was explained. So for example, in quantum level, if you look at the probability, which is very essential to become a trader, how do you define probability, right? It's essential. Understanding probability will give you a really, really big edge as a trader. Not only edge, to become a trader, you must know probability, because trading is based on probability. But our brain is, designed to think in terms of certainty. But you need to know that probability. What is the probability to happen or to do something? And then also, what is the area of value in that probability, right? So this is learning trading, which is most traders fail to do that. If you really want to be a trader, you need to know the probability. Okay, so we see that expected rejection from the top on XAUUSD, that drop, expecting market to drop back to that daily support level, and then we will be, once we see the market preparing for a move, we can look for that entry opportunity once we see that. Now, as we discussing that, this is a big difference between quantum and the Newtonian way, right? In the Newtonian physics, for example, or anything that we see on the gross level. So let's say an object A, this object can stay in one place at a time, right? For example, if this is a city center, there are a couple of spots here, A, B, C, D. Okay, this is a shop, this is a shopping center, this is a fuel station, this is a park. So if object A remain in, let's say, on the shopping center, then you won't find object A in any other place. It's certain, right? So it's here, that means that it's here. But in quantum, it's everywhere at the same time. Can you imagine that? It's a completely, like, it will not make sense to you when you look at that, because it defies the intuition. So we develop that intuition by experience, right? What we see and know from our experience, we develop that intuition from that experience. But what is not in our experience doesn't make sense. For example, if you throw a stone from here, and you can predict the trajectory of that stone, right? So if you throw like this, in most of the cases you will see like this, which is the parabola. That's what you see, right? Now, what if you think that if you throw a stone, it will go, instead of going, if you throw a stone upside, it's gonna go downside? Does that make sense to you, for example? That's how it is. So it's not intuitive, it's counterintuitive, that it will not make any proper sense to you. And in the quantum realm, so which is object A which is called a superposition. So that means that it's everywhere at the same time until it observed. And when you observe, you will find it somewhere, and then again it goes to a superposition, and which is also makes sense in terms of some other philosophy. Okay, for example, if you think in terms of connectivity, interconnectedness of everything, that's where it makes sense. So which is basically connecting back to, again, the old philosophy. So if you go back to some ancient philosophy, you might see that a relationship between the quantum and the ancient. So in the middle is distorted, or the changes. That's what it works in that way. All right, so now here we can see after initial break, again it's bouncing back up. Now from the daily, we are waiting for the market to come to an important area of value, and then we will be looking for entry. By the way, if it doesn't come to that level, then we will be looking for trading opportunity from different level. That's completely okay for us to look at. Good evening, welcome, good evening, good morning to all. Thank you. Depending on where you are, in my zone it's still evening, so it depends on where you are. And in the meantime, if you guys are enjoying the live session, make sure you thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. There's a lot to take from here. Live analysis, education, as well as a very you guys can develop a very strong trading psychology that we discuss a lot of things that will change the way you look at the market. So in this area here, what we can see from that level, pretty important level of resistance here, turning support here. Now at the moment, it's still trending to the upside with a stronger momentum. We can see that trend. And with that stronger uptrend, would like to see the market coming to that liquidity zone and then bouncing back up. I hope that you guys enjoying the live session. Absolutely appreciate your support to the channel. Should you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every day. And here is, this is the level on the lower time frame. This is the 1 minute chart. Like to see that the market dropping well below and coming here to that support, grabbing that liquidity and then returning back up. So the market, you can see whenever it is breaking the high, coming for deeper drop here to the support level. And that's the key points to look at here to find out potential trading opportunity in that area. Once we see the market dropped well below, CLX is going up. Eurusd, take it to the 50. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you can do so to progress as a trader. In addition to XAUUSD, also we see that EURUSD is in a very good trend at the moment as well. So let's quickly look at euro dollar and we'll go back to XAUUSD as well. So let's see that euro dollar and also Gbpusd, Gbpusd as well having potential. There is a bounce now coming back down. Euro dollar from the daily high, it's dropping back to the daily support level here, which is an important support on euro dollar. Weekly, we can see the monthly, weekly, daily, and the 4-hour time frame on euro dollar coming back below this level here. 1 hour, we can see pretty strong drop here. 15 minutes perspective and the lower time frame, we can see that euro dollar coming down below this level where there is an important support, and below this level there is liquidity. If we see that euro dollar drop below this level, that's where we can look for potential bullish trading opportunity in this market. If we see the market has broken that support, it's an important level that we can look for potential entry to the upside on EURUSD. And looking at the 1 minute chart on euro dollar, which is crucial level to look at, And if you look at here, you can see this is the 1 minute chart on Euro USD. And if we see the market has managed to break below, that's where you will be looking for a bullish entry opportunity on XAU on euro dollar. If we see it made it through, then we can look for entry. Going back to XAUUSD here, and this is the level where this is the level that we will be looking to enter into the trade on XAUUSD. I hope that trader you're enjoying the live session. So how can I join your VIP? You can join the VIP. Currently membership open. You can find link below this video, www.forextradingwizard.com, and then scroll down below to find out the plan option where you can sign up right now to get access to the exclusive membership as well as the lifetime access to the academy. So if you scroll down to the website, you can find the lifetime access joining option. There is a lot to take from here, including all the trading tools, strategies, learning material, guidance, as well as the trade that I am trading, also sharing in the academy, in the group. Have a look at Euro USD coach. Yeah, we will be looking at that euro dollar that we were. This is in a locally downtrend on euro dollar. Support is at 1.038079 level. Once the market managed to break below that level, which is the daily support level, we could see a short-term bounce at least, expecting after break of this low to certain level here. Going back on XAUUSD here. Now, have a look at Euro USD. Yep. Do you have any volatility concerns regarding news? I don't have concern, but I would be happy to see the volatility. This is what we need, right? So volatility is we shouldn't be concerned about it. Volatility is where we can use it for trading, right? So the market trends when there is volatility, okay? But the only thing that we need to make sure that we are not trading in news, okay? Once the news is published or during the day of news, you could see that at increased volatility, and that's good because that's when the market will start to trend. I love hearing you talk about this topic while also reasoning and explaining what is happening in the market. By far the best channel I have stumbled. Thank you, brother Arnish. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, it's all we need to become a better trader, right? So as we discussed, if you give the same strategy to, let's say, 100 trader, same strategy, same trade, same setup, if you give it to 100 trader, you will find 100 results. It's interesting, isn't it? Same strategy. Let's say you give even a trade with the same strategy, everything, explain that strategy and told to take a trade exactly with this setup. And if you give it to 100 trader, you will find 100 results. So the strategy is same, the setup is same, but because 100 trader, there are 100 results. So why this happen is because of the difference among those trader, and that's why it is essential that if you want to become a better trader, then you need to look for also developing that skill set, mindset of becoming a trader. For example, in 100 trader, one trader might hold the trade for full completion, either stop loss or profit target hit. Another trader might just close it as soon as it opens, because probably after, as soon as it opens, it's going to the drawdown, and the trader fear of mistaken or losing and might close. The other trader might just close it with a little profit. The other trader might think that, okay, it went to drawdown, now it came to profit, I just close it because it might go back drawdown again. I don't like to see minus figure in my account, so I just close it. So that's what you'll see the same. So it makes a big difference in terms of trading psychology and how to implement the strategy according to the plan, according to the trading plan, right? Which is where not been developed by many traders, and that's why we focus here, right? Developing a trading psychology and also learning a strategy, seeing how the trade being executed in the live market, right? So which is very important. Well, in the meantime, guys, if you didn't like the stream, you can smash it. And waiting for the market to come back to the support level. So local bearish here. I will not be selling as it's a long-term bull market. We'll be waiting for the market to come to the daily support, and then we will be entering into the trade. Patience is key to become better trader. These are the key points that we are discussing about. Good evening. Welcome for joining this live session. Waiting for the market to come back to the daily support, and as also coming up later today, just a matter of an hour, there will be 3 very high impact news: unemployment claims, PPI, and core PPI. They are market mover, so let's wait for a potential good move in the market during this news. There, as you can see my home screen for just a matter of few seconds. It should be fine. Okay, so back on track. And coming up, just a matter of an hour, we see that coming up core PPI and unemployment claims. So what's your opinion? Also your opinion and view is very important to look at. So what's your opinion on PPI? I would like to know, you guys, what do you think about this? Let's look at let me start a poll here so that I know that you guys also paying attention to that. Okay, so what's your view on PPI in terms of In terms of XAUUSD, not about XA, we know that it will have an impact on DXY as well as all the USD versus DXY. So you can see that there's a bullish turn here. It's going to be bullish or bearish that we need to look at. So in terms of XAUUSD, looking at the multi-time frame here, so you can see that from the multi-time frame perspective, from 4-hour time frame, this is a bull market. From the 1 hour also bull market, but if we look at very lower time frame from 1 minute chart, here is the also we can see that bullish trend, but would like to see a very strong move down and then returning back to the upside. So let me post a poll. Let's see what the community are thinking. I will start a poll here. You guys can give a feedback to see what do you think on this one. Anisha, welcome. Thank you. Good evening. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, locally you can see that bounce here in that area. Okay, so you can see that inverted head and shoulder and potential bounce in that inverted head and shoulder. Abil, hello, good evening, good morning, good morning. Can I set buy limit order at support level? Looks is going to be grab liquidity tonight. Can I set buy limit order at support level? I wouldn't do that blindly. First thing is the news is coming, so it might get a huge spike and then spread widen, and the trade might trigger, but it might be a big gap, so it's a risk. Firstly, secondly, um, I only look to enter, and I prefer to enter after a price action confirmation. This is sometime I more often see this question coming. For example, can we buy this level or that level? Now, there are two kinds of buying. One is in general. For example, you want to buy some ornaments, gold, right? So, or gold bar. So in that case, people think in terms of level, think that, okay, last month the price was 1500, this month the price is 1400. So if it goes to 1300, I'm gonna buy. Like, it's a kind of guessing and then investing based on previous reference level. So one way, right? Which is the regular way that we do buy from markets, from shopping. In fact, our brain is wired in that way, right? So we think in terms of in that way. And that's why we tend to buy from low, sell from high. Because we think that the price is too low, now it's time for me to buy. But when you are doing the CFD trading, it's completely opposite. Here you will be looking to buy from high, sell from low. It's a completely counterintuitive. Why this happened? Let's understand it. Once you understand it, it will become much easier for you to make a trading decision, and it's essential long-term growth as a trader, right? So let's understand it, why this happens. In this one, when we are trading, we need to think in terms of weight gain or adding. For example, the price is here. The price is here, right? Now, to go from here to this level, like this, what needs to happen? The price go from this level to this level, there has to have some order. The bullish, that means that there has to be strong buyer than the seller. So there is a high level of demand for this instrument, right? And once the price in this level here, those order that they placed here is still there. Okay, they're not gonna close it. The institutional trader, not like us, just after I did. Some of them do that, but in most cases they hold for bigger profit. And then there is another buying pressure. So price is here. So the higher, the more the order, the price is going up. Okay. Now, traditionally said that buy from higher high, sell from lower low, but in my strategy, I prefer to buy from a breakup structure. You see, this is a breakup structure like that. Breakup structure, and there are certain way that breaks from the structure. It's not that always in a way. So there are some pattern in it, especially the simplest note that you can take that will change the way you look at the market is breakup structure with a bigger ATR against the direction. You can note that down as a side note or footnote, and then everything that I gave an important note, you can, once the live session finish, open the chart and look at that and you see the different picture. Buy from a breakup structure that has a bigger ATR against the direction of the major trend, or against the direction of the trend. And then once you see the market has broken from the structure with a bigger ATR candle, you'll see the market will start to reverse. And that bigger ATR candle, you need to wait for that rejection to happen. When the market reject with a bigger ATR candle, look at this one here. You see this breakup structure? This is what we are talking about. You see, this is a bigger ATR candle. This breakup structure is against the trend, and see how it has broken in that area. Now we are not on the trade, is our plan, because we don't want to deviate from plan every moment. At the moment, our plan is to look at the daily support, and then we will be looking into that. So that's the key, especially when you are trading on little higher time frame. You have a lot of time to think about it. For example, 1 hour. This is 1 minute chart, very quick, but because you are day trading. But if you are day trading on higher time frame or the swing trading, you may have more time to think about it. As long as you understand it, it becomes much easier for you to follow along this. Guys, if you still don't understand it, no problem. Over and over again, we discuss these things repetitively for helping the traders. So we have news coming in 40 minutes. We are in the patient rate. The market is sideways, so we still need to be patient here for an entry. We're almost 1.5 hours, and would like to cover that news coming up, PPI, and that is where we will be able to find better entry opportunity. Expecting. So there is a Waiting for price action confirmation for any entry. I hope that guys you're enjoying the live session. Make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. That's kind of so local trend. We can see that downward here and waiting for the market to come back to that support. Would like to see the market coming to that support. From that support, expecting an upside here. It's a very important support, which is a liquidity zone. And as you can see, the market slowly trading in a downward trend locally. We can expect a drop to that support level here. And in the meantime, I hope that you traders enjoying this live session. Thank you for joining the live session. Absolutely appreciate your support. If you haven't liked this stream, smash it now. And also don't forget to subscribe to get all updates, education, as well as the analysis. At the moment, we can see after this breakup, the resistance line here. Okay, so this is a resistance line. And from that resistance line, would like to see XAUUSD coming down here, okay, to the support level. Now in that area here, we can see the uh, local price action here in this area. The market forming series of lower high here, expecting for the price to come back here to that support level. And with that drop, now locally we can see some downward trend here. And with that local downtrend, expecting for the market to come back here to that support level. Okay, so we see that drop, expected drop to the daily support as 1 hour candle closed, and 1 minute we can see the market basically coming here uh, to the support level. Okay, so this is a significant level of support. Looks the market is preparing, which is waiting to see now with the news. If the spike it's downward, that will give us an opportunity to place a pending order for this potential upside bias here. So you can see the drop, which is expecting to see the break of structure. Okay, so from the 1 hour as well, we can see the market slowly breaking below daily support, waiting for the market to come back to the daily support or below the daily support for any potential entry opportunity. Even if it is before the news come up, if we see that suitable entry opportunity, we'll take that. As long as the market to the daily level. So let me draw a couple of levels again, deleting all of this freshly in the new fresh market. So this is the daily, exactly to the daily opening. This is the previous daily high, which is the top of the previous daily pin bar. So these are two important levels that we may see the market coming to retest. One is the swing low, the other one is the daily low. And from the 1 minute perspective here, we can see before the news the market managed to break. So if the price coming to that support and then getting a rejection, yeah, we might see entry, especially if it penetrate below the spike, will be a very good level that we can look at. Daily level, so which is a very important daily level here. Okay, so daily level that you will be looking to enter into the trade in that one here. Significant support here, and with that significant support, expecting for the market to trend in the direction. Here you can see a drop sideways movement. It's coming down here. Welcome. This is a very important price action here that we are looking to see a potential entry here. A very strong drop, pull back, expecting it to bounce back up. Waiting for the news to come up in 20 minutes. It's a bit longer session. At the moment, we could look to buy, but as we mentioned that earlier, if you look at the daily here, market on the daily support, waiting for the price to show up its hand, and then we will be looking to enter. From here, drop, and we can see the rise here. Important support here, support here, support here, which is very important level of support. So support here. So slowly pushing back up. Here you can see doji and want to see that it's trending in that direction. Yeah, so here before the data, if we see that significant drop, will be an opportunity for us to go long in this market. And in the meantime, traders, if you are enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. Waiting for the market to come back here to this support level. A crucially important level here. We can see the market breaking below, wanting to see it's coming back to that support level. So here is this is an important level, a drop pullback, the market potentially trending, and with the trend, the price coming potentially to that support level where there is a liquidity. It's a very important liquidity zone. expecting for the market to come back to that support level. And would like to see it's breaking below this level where there is a liquidity zone. And if we see the market dropped well below that daily support, that's where we will be looking for potential entry opportunity in this market. Here is an important resistance lines. Let's see where the price might be heading to. So creating series of lower high here. We have 10 minutes to go for this news to come up. And once the data coming up, we will be looking for potential entry opportunity in this market. So this is a resistance. Okay, you can see that break below. Like to see coming down here, which is very important level to look at. Okay, so coming to the daily support. from this double top here. Would like to see the market coming to that support. Series of lower high here, and the market is almost to the daily support. And with the daily support, expecting for the market to come back to this level here and then return back to the upside. Can see series of lower high here. Okay, so you can see with this break, the market is almost to the daily support. And with that daily support, expecting for the price to come back here below this level. And with that in mind, series of lower high here, expecting for the market to coming down to that support level. Here is an important level. and we have only 3 minutes to go for the news to come up. So we will be waiting for a break of structure potentially, and then for entry. Once we see the spike is done, we will be looking for entry once we see price action confirmation. So we have 3 minutes to go for the news to come up. With that in mind, this is a resistance line here, expecting for the market to come back here to that support level. We have all right, so pending data to come up. That's a spike up on XAUUSD. So from the daily level, let's wait for. So the data has come to be core PPI 0.3%, PPI 0.4%, which is positive for DXY, and unemployment claim is still not showing up. But what you can see here is this is the support. Okay, the market slowly daily chart, as we mentioned, almost to the daily support. So what going to do here, let's delete that one here. Data has come out, and at the moment for potential entry, pricing is crucial level. It's good to see this coming down here. So daily level here. So there is a long wick here, and looking at here on the daily support level, still not entering, but we see it bounce, and this could be the level that 30 minutes here, 15 minutes, and the 5 minutes. So So we'd like to place a buy stop in that area. We'll be placing a buy stop. Buy stop at 2917.41. It's very near. So basically we can enter by market, as the market already reached there. Instead of buy stop, it looks or we can see the market again having a pullback. So we'll be entering into the bullish trade, and the stop loss below this low with proper risk management, which is the key, as we mentioned before. Stop loss below this level. So you can place the stop loss below this zone here, expecting potential reversal here. TP target is at 2926.63. So placed a buy trade here, expecting for the market to potentially return to the upside to the major direction of the trend. My entry is 2914.42. So that's the entry here, and stop loss in this trade is around 65 pip. Though we see liquidity gap, we might see deeper pullback, but expecting a rejection to the upside, as this market already has broken a significant level. So we might see that potential inverted head and shoulder here, and then return back to the upside. Would like to see this is the 1 hour price action. if the market managed to bounce, we could see again returning back up. So getting some potential rejection here. We are on a trade. Longer session, but so this is the 30 minutes price action. Look at the 1 hour chart here as well. So looking at 15 minutes and the 1 minute chart. Look at to find out where it is heading to. So if the market is forming that inverted head and shoulder here, we can look for that bounce in that direction. So the price is consolidating here. I think we might see potential another retest or from the 30 minutes and the 1 hour perspective, especially the 1 hour chart here. Daily level, if we look at, once the market managed to bounce, it could just have a very good bounce, but we need to wait for the price to prepare for that bounce here. We see some up and down, some liquidity grab. So my stop loss is below this, all this low, 2908. Expecting a reaction to the upside here. Okay, so it's pushing back up. If it managed to bounce, we might see sudden move back to the daily level today. So today's high on the daily is here. If you look at today's high is here. So if the market managed to bounce, we could see that straight back to the daily level. Okay, so it's trying to fill up that zone, which is a good sign that we might see some potential upside here. Like to see some bullish move. The price is moving up potentially, which is a good sign to look at. So if we look at here on the 4 hour on XAUUSD, we can see that also significantly bullish market. I'm hopeful for the market to return from this level to the upside, unless big boys are very hungry for deeper liquidity gap. But the moment is still probability for return back to the upside, as it is in a sideways consolidation. We could see that bounce back up to the resistance line. We'll see how far it might be going. Let's wait to see for the market to show its hand, and based on that we can look for trading opportunity. So there is a doji here on the lower time frame, 15 minutes, and with this doji here is narrow doji. From this doji, expecting it to potentially bounce to the upside. So here so you can see some drop down. The stop loss here 2908.07. So there is a doji, and so looking at daily, the market managed to break below the daily support. Price is on the edge, very crucial level. Put 2908 point stop loss. I will put 2908.00 just to have a little bit of space. So we might see downward pressure here. Stopped out, we could see drop here. Stopped out, we might see daily support retest, and it may just return from those levels. It's just a liquidity grab. The moment we can see the price has broken this daily low. Okay, so on the daily support here, and with that daily support, we look at here, we need to re-enter once we find that potential entry again. So here the market form a very interesting structure. I will be going for re-entry on XAUUSD, as this is a daily support, which will be around 68 pip stop loss. This is a re-entry to the upside again for this potential upside bias to the daily resistance line, this time 1.8 times TP target. So again, 68 pip stop loss here. I'm re-entering the stop loss at 2901.81 on XAUUSD. And so this is the same pattern. So the stop loss here that I placed at 2901.81. As the market has tested the daily support, expecting a bounce here. The price is well below this level, and this is the daily support. Right, so I have re-entered that buy trade again, stop loss in that area. TP target here at 2921.135. So TP target at 2921.135. So expecting now a potential rejection from the daily support. If the market managed to bounce, it could have a very stronger move, as the price on the daily support, it's a long-term bull market. We have a gap here, 68 pip. Okay, so the previous trade didn't work out. So if this one is working out, we will have additional pip. So expecting it to, if it fully work out, then we will get 125 pip on this trade. Holding on to risk management is key, as I mentioned, guys. Trading, some trade may work out, some trade may not, but the most important part here is to do the proper risk management so that you can enter proper trading. We can find the right trade and then hold on to it. Even we have a couple of trades didn't work out, that's fine. Always doing the risk management will keep you on track. The real traders are those who have multiple trade didn't work out, but they still can manage it by doing the risk management. So that's how the actual trading works, so that you can over time you can remain profitable. Wanting to move here in that area. Okay, so here is pushing up. Would like to see a reversal. So if it reverse, it might just straight jump back to the resistance line. So expecting it to have an upside bias. So the second trade, we need to see that it's making its way to the upside as the price on the daily support. This is daily support, expecting a potential bounce here. So we see some moving up here, and it formed primarily a reversal pattern. So expecting now to trend in that direction. Creating series of higher low. So doji here, we can see that bounce. Potentially we could see an upside. We are on a trade. Let's catch this one. If this one is going well above, then we'll be covering for that, and then we can look for extra gain on this one. All right, we are on the track. Looks like that we might see potentially an upside here. Couple of doji formation. Narrow doji and 30 minutes and the 15 minutes. So you can see that after this 15 minutes candle formation, so long week candle, wanting to see that the market potentially breaking out and then trending. This is expectation here. So here we can see the market preparing for a potentially upside bias that expecting, and we are on this trade here. And in the meantime, guys, if you didn't like this stream, I would appreciate if you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. So here is a little consolidation as the news been published. We'll be holding on the trade and we'll be holding it till the end. This way, that way, it's a fully risk managed trade. And with that being said, traders, I believe that you enjoyed this live session. And as this trade will be running due to the shortage of time, the stream is going to be ended, but you can see the trade is running in profit. We'll keep running it. You can see it's bouncing back up, holding it, not closing, as our previous trade didn't work out. This trade, we would like to take the previous trade plus extra profit. So I will be holding it till the end of this TP hit. We can see some upside, expecting it to bounce depending on how you want to manage. It's still running currently in profit. We'll be holding it for the full potential TP hit. So with that being said, thank you very much for joining this live session. And I believe that the market is started to bounce back up and it could push back up to the upside to create a new higher high. I'll see you again tomorrow, Friday. Very important day, guys. We're trading live together. Until that, stay